Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
I'm kind of fine, thank you.
That's good.
Here it's summer, and over there is winter.
Yeah. Smack bang in the middle of winter at the moment. It's freezing.
Yeah. But let's talk about your band, The Rising Tide. So, for what I know, you originally start in 2012, then
Yep.
you end in 2016, and then you start again in 2021. Can you tell us more about what happened and what change uh, you did after 2016 that you reband in 2021?
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, so I started the band in 2012 with some of the boys I went to school with, and then yeah, we played for a few years. But around 2016, you know, they just wanted to grow up, and get married, and they weren't interested in being in a band anymore. So we split up, and then in 2021, after the lockdowns, I reached out to our guitarist Cody, and I said, "Oh, I want to start a band. I want to get my old band back together." And he said, "Oh, I'll be keen, but we need to find a vocalist." And one of our friends put us onto this guy. So yeah, I asked Matt to join the band, and yeah, ever since then we've just been chugging along. Yeah, it's been pretty good actually. Um, yeah, it's good playing with a different group of boys, different group of fellas that I'm used to. So it's been good.
Yeah. And you released your debut album last March, Trauma. What can you tell about this album, about the writing of the songs and the process of recording?
Um, oh, it was a long process. It was, and like props to our guitarist Cody. Like like we all put in heaps of effort, but that man was so dedicated. Like late nights,
Yep.
especially because he produced the album as well. Yeah, we did everything recorded at his. I know when we recorded vocals, I was sick as a dog, and we had a deadline that we wanted to meet, so we stuck it out, and we managed to get everything done within. I think vocals took a week, and then the rest of the album, recording wise, was close to a couple of months.
Yeah.
From what Cody had sent us over a wee while.
It was like a whole year, eh?
Yeah.
It took a lot of effort. Yeah, especially from Cody.
Yeah. Big props.
Yeah. I wasn't even actually on the album. I didn't even record the bass.
Okay.
Yeah, Cody's a machine.
Yeah.
So, where was recorded it?
So we recorded everything out of Fielding in New Zealand.
Yeah, just at Cody's house.
Yeah, just in his little studio. Yeah.
So, if you would introduce your music to people that don't listen to your music and have never heard of you, which song will be the one that you will play to them? Or would you suggest to go and listen right now on Spotify, for example?
Sick. My one's Sick.
Yeah.
Go and check out Sick right now.
Oh,
you're about to discover your most favorite band.
And either that one, I would have to go Cyanide.
Yeah, Cyanide's pretty good.
We've got a song called Cyanide featuring Josh Bain from Depths. It was just, honestly, that song is insane. I think it shows some of like New Zealand's heaviest. I don't know what's the word for it.
It's pretty heavy. It's
really freaking heavy.
It's fun to play live as well.
Yeah.
So everybody now go and check those songs and then listen to the whole album.
Right now.
Yeah. Also, you had a promotion tour for this album, but also you hit Australia last April.
Yes. Yeah.
So how was that?
It was amazing.
Yeah, that was sick.
I loved it.
Our New Zealand, so we toured with a band called The Weight of Silence. They're from Western Sydney, I believe. And we brought them over to New Zealand, and they did 2 shows of our 4-show tour with us. And then, yeah, we got lucky enough to go back over to Aussie and tour with them. So shout out to those fellas as well. They were awesome guys. Yeah, the shows were really good. Crowds were good. Wellington was nuts, eh?
Yeah, no, Wellington was insane. No, it was awesome playing, like, especially because I'd never been personally to Australia either, but as a band, like, being able to play Gold Coast, Sydney, and Melbourne all back to back, like, for me, that was the most shows I'd ever played. And I think it was probably the same for the other boys as well.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic. I was pretty keen on a good night's sleep when I got home from that one.
Yeah. So it was your first time playing outside of New Zealand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you have this experience, if you compare the show in New Zealand and in Australia, what are the main differences, or there are any differences with the audience or the way the gigs are carried out?
Well, I think because we've played in New Zealand so much now, when we play, we usually have like decent turnouts. Like the crowd really shows out for us. But it was a bit more difficult going to Australia for our first ever time. People didn't even know who we were really. But people were moving, which was good, and sold some merch.
No, I feel the same way, especially because, as Phil said, like we play so much in New Zealand. It's almost like we're just hanging out with our friends every night now, and it's awesome. Obviously, getting to see friends, but then going to Australia where we know absolutely nobody. It's a wildly different experience.
Yeah.
And if you could choose a band to go on tour around the world with, which band will be? Tough one.
That's a tough one. That is a tough one. Because I listen to different music. I don't really listen to the kind of music that we play. But heavy bands, I'd like to tour with Whitechapel. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, 100% Whitechapel. Even Slaughter to Prevail or like Lorna Shore. I think those would be.
You are mentioning all bands that I just saw a few weeks ago at Tuska Festival, and they were all amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, lucky. We don't get
Yeah,
festivals
Lorna
like
Shore was
that.
the second time actually that I saw them, but yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, we don't get shows like that over here, unfortunately.
Yeah, but maybe someday, and maybe you will play somewhere in a festival or a tour with them. You never know.
That's the plan.
Download.
Download. Yeah. That's the plan.
Finger crossed for you. So now that you have played those tours, what is on plan for the future? So do you have any other gigs coming, or what are you doing now? What are you working on? New music or?
Yeah, so we've got something pretty special that we're going to be announcing over the next few weeks. It's a real game changer for us. We're writing some new music. Hopefully, put a new single out by the end of the year. But we'll see what happens. We just released an album, so we'll just see. We've got some plans to do a tour around the end of this year, just in New Zealand, and then next year, we'll be looking overseas a bit more.
Yeah. How is the metal scene in New Zealand right now?
I'd like to say it's thriving. There's always metal shows no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Like I even learned the other day that they have them in like the tip-top part of New Zealand where there's not like that many, I guess, civilized buildings, a lot of cities and stuff.
A lot of bands over here are doing really well at the moment too. Like a lot of bands are going out touring overseas a bit more. There's another local band from Palmerston North called Imperial Slave, and they just got back from touring over in Europe. So it's doing really well. It's good.
Yeah. Nice to hear that the scene is alive and well there.
Yeah, well, it died for a little while there. It was it was kind of hard. A lot of bands from back in the days, they weren't around. Especially when we came back, it was hard to find shows with bands to play with just because we didn't even know who anyone was. All the bands we used to play with weren't around, so But yeah, no, it's good at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. And that help also the bands to gain more popularity and then open the doors to go outside of the country. So
Yeah,
that's a big
yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah. But let's talk about metal music in general. So, how did you get into metal?
How did I get into metal? I think I might have been around like 10 or 11, and my dad had Indestructible, the album by Disturbed,
As you should see.
which it works perfectly. And I fell in love with it, and then I just became obsessed with Disturbed at the time, and then I ended up moving on to like the heaviest stuff possible, like Decapitated and Dying Fetus, and I kind of got heavier before I got lighter, and then all of a sudden I found like pop punk music and like 2007 metalcore music, and that just kind of captured me from there.
Yeah,
I just got stuck.
yeah. I got into metal by playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 because the theme song on there is TNT by AC/DC, and they're like my favorite band ever. That's the whole reason I play music. So, and then yeah, just progressively got heavier and heavier. You know, you went from AC/DC, Metallica, Pantera, you know, Sepultura, and then yeah, just got now I just listen to craziness. I either listen to craziness or I listen to like real soft stuff.
There's
So
a lot of
what is
Justin
the
Bieber over
Yeah. Good
so what
music.
is the soft stuff that you listen to? What kind of music is it?
Bit of JB, bit of Justin Bieber. No, I like bands like Rain City Drive. What else? Oh, I'm a sucker for some old school Backstreet Boys. You know, good music's good music. You know.
Yeah, that's true. And also, you know, we are up to listen to a bit to everything. So also for musician, it's important to explore different kind of music because it helps to be more creative. If you listen just to a certain kind of music, then your music is going to be a copy paste in a way. But when
Yeah.
you put the other influences, and you maybe don't realize that you are putting other influences there, but it's just how the band is. It's a combination of different taste in music and the
Yeah.
influences. So that's a beautiful
Yeah.
thing.
Well,
But
I hate when we're driving to gigs and
No,
we're
it's
just
just
listening to metal. You know, after 5 hours, it's like, oh, turn it off.
I remember just sitting in a car listening to Dire Straits when we were on the road once, just listening to Sultans of Swing on repeat the entire time, just because I was over listening to metal at the time.
yeah, but do you remember the first CD that you bought? What was? Was
Oh,
it metal or was something else?
That we bought.
yeah, mine was Ascendancy by Trivium.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my first.
Oh, actually, mine was Black Seeds of Vengeance by Nile, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. I went from like death metal to pop punk.
Yeah. And what was the first rock or metal gig that you attend?
I was 16 and I saw AC/DC. That was my first gig. And then, but like, that was my first rock gig. My first ever metal gig, I saw As I Lay Dying, Trivium, and Disturbed all together. Yeah, and that was.
I think my first ever one was in 2014, and it was Westfest in Auckland, and I saw
That was
what
okay.
was it, Black Veil Brides, Korn, Saving Grace, Terror, Ask Alexandria, which loved them.
Did you see that in the door?
No, that was I think the year after.
Oh.
Lamb of God might have been the year after, but yeah, and it was the first time I'd ever heard of like bands like that coming over to New Zealand as well. Like instead of it just being like AC/DC or like I know we had Ozzy Osbourne come a couple of times, but yeah, no, Westfest in 2014.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So uh, right now in New Zealand, what kind of festival we can find? There are big festivals or small
Yeah,
festivals. How
we got like
many?
reggae festivals.
Mm.
Reggae is really big over here, but yeah, we don't actually have any rock or metal festivals.
We got like
Okay.
homegrown
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like that, but
homegrown's
then
here.
they're not huge. Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's just too small over here.
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
maybe one day there will be a big one. But I also think that it's having a festival over there is maybe a bit more complex compared to any country in Europe, for example, because of
yeah,
course in Europe there are a lot of bands, and it's cheaper to book a band to travel to a European country. But when you have to book a band that have to travel to New Zealand, then
Mm.
the price is going to be higher. So yeah,
yeah.
it's a
It's
bit
well,
more
the closest that we can get is Australia. You know, Australia's got all the festivals, and a lot of the bands go there. So, I mean, it's just a plane ride, a couple hours from here, but still.
Mm.
But yeah, it's tough being right down the bottom of the world. You know.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But it's a country that a lot of people would love to visit and see with art high, and I think that a lot of musicians would love to play there. But yeah,
yeah, yeah,
maybe one day there will be a big festival over there.
yeah. Fingers
Since
crossed.
the situation you were talking about, that the metal community and situation is better now compared to the past, is well and alive, so it's just growing. So
Mm.
with
And
Yeah,
a
we do have regular like international band announcements as well from a lot of like local venues as well. So it's considering what 3-4 years ago that wasn't really happening.
yeah.
And
The odd
then
band comes over, but they
yeah,
only play like one or two shows. We had Ginger here a few months ago.
Ginger,
Yeah,
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 and then Volvadinia as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
Let's hope that even bigger event is gonna happen. But do you ever met any musician that you were like, oh, this is God, I love this person, and then this musician was very rude with you, and it just ruined your
Hmm.
what you thought about this? You don't
uh,
need to tell who was if it happened, but did it happen?
well, before I was in Rising Tide, I was in a reggae band, so I played with a lot of yeah, reggae acts from New Zealand and from like worldwide. Um, and I just saw one time I just saw two bands arguing backstage, and one of the bands grabbed the rider of the other band and threw it in the van, and they all took off with it. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't me meeting them, but it was me standing there watching it, going,
You
"I
witnessed it.
I grew up listening to you guys, and I just watched you steal."
Yeah, that's quite bad.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, I was shocked.
Yeah, I bet.
Like, you know,
But
No, I've had
haven't even
people.
met anyone.
I haven't met a lot of people. I've had real peaceful experiences with most of them.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about myself. Well, since I do interviews, I have been doing interviews for a while. I remember that at a festival here in Finland, I agree with the manager of the band that I was going to do after the show the interview, and the day of the gig, I had to contact their. Was it was a tour manager, but it was the sound engineer, whatever he was doing that. And I tried to call before the gig even, and he didn't answer. Of course, maybe he was doing a lot of other things. So then when I ask the people there in the festival if they saw this guy. Yeah, it's that guy. So after the gig, I went and told him that yeah, I agree with the manager to do an interview with the band after the show. And then it was no, it's impossible. The band is not doing any interview, never after the show. And
Oh,
then I
no.
was, but I have an email. No, the band I can ask, but for sure they don't want. So he went to ask, and then it was no, they are not doing. And then I was, and it was very rude with me, and it was not nice at all. Then I told him, can I send you the question via email because I prepare for the interview? So can I? And he was, yes, of course. And then I sent, but I never got an answer.
Oh,
So
no.
that band also, then I met friends that were like volunteering at the festival, helping on the stage. And well, it's a Danish band, and one of my friend is Danish, and she went to talk with them, and they were very rude to her.
Oh,
So yeah, I admired that band before, and now I'm like, yeah, not I'm not up to support that
yeah,
band
I feel that.
anymore,
yeah,
because you know if they think that they are better human beings than other people, then I cannot respect that kind of people,
No.
because we are all people, and so if someone has success is also thanks to people that are listening and buy stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
100%.
absolutely, yeah,
yeah, so that was something that really, but it was the only time that I really felt like. And I met a lot of musicians, also bigger names, and it's always been easy, and
yeah,
sometimes it was very like surprising nice to see how friendly and positive and very very kind people I have in front of me. So yeah.
yeah, awesome. Well, they say, hey, don't meet your heroes.
Yeah. But yeah, but let's get back and talk about you, because my story, nobody are interested to listen my stories.
No, no.
But so when did you start to play bass, and when did you start to sing?
Oh,
Oh, well, I used I used to play drums. I was actually the drummer for Rising Tide, but I've got a bung leg and I couldn't play the music because it was too hard. But we had a bass player, and because I started the band, I was like, "Oh, you can't kick me out." So let's just get rid of the bassist, and I'll learn how to play bass. And so now I play bass.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, that's a bit you know um kind of, let's say, weird story, because a lot of bass player were once guitar players, but you never heard of actually drummer becoming a bass player. So quite interesting.
yeah, yeah. I can play a little bit of guitar, but I'm not very good at it. But yeah, how about you?
Well, I'm just like Phil. I'm not in this band, obviously, but I played drums in bands all up until before joining Tide. And it was like my first ever proper band of being a vocalist. I'd done vocals since I was like 13, like watching YouTube tutorials and like, because back then that was all we actually had to learn, especially how to do the weird, stupid noises that we make. Oh yeah, I never actually got to do vocals in a band till Phil asked me to join Tide, and yeah, I just played drums in bands ever since then. So yeah,
Yeah, we're both drummers.
yeah,
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
everyone in our band plays drums.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So
Everyone can play drums.
yeah,
you are two loud people there. Drummers are always loud, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But if we talk about uh, the rising tide, so what gear you two use?
Uh, I just play a Jackson. Uh, I don't actually know much about my gear, to be honest with you. Cody, our guitarist, he's the one to ask about my stuff.
You just play whatever they gave you.
I just play whatever I'm told. Yeah, absolutely.
But you're great at it.
Yeah.
I use a Shure SM58.
Just a standard.
Just a standard, but wanting to upgrade to the wireless because I'm getting sick and tired of cables on stage. And then we just run our
Sennheiser
wireless
in-ears.
packs. Yeah.
I've got a Pod HD
Whatever
for my
means.
tone, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Yeah.
I was wondering, coming from a drummer background, getting to play the bass, was it hard? Was it easy? How did you felt when you start?
Oh, well, you see, I'm actually quite talented. So
That's why you've got a bung leg.
yeah,
Wait,
God
what
had to
is
be
it?
me, otherwise it would have been too powerful. So yeah, I actually picked the bass up and it wasn't too hard. The songs are really hard to play. But yeah, I have to play with a pick. I can't play with my fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Because it's when I think if I'm not hitting my microphone, if I should play the drum, I think that I could never be a drummer because it's a bit too much what legs do and hands do. No, I can't. But yeah, I used to play bass because I haven't played for a while, and
All right.
that's what I love. I could not play guitar because the strings are too small. It doesn't feel right.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
You got big stubby fingers.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It was long.
You got
that My claw.
It's your strong hand.
bass player
Yeah.
have stronger fingers, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, let's stop with the nonsense and let's get to my fantastic jar of random topics so I can continue with my nonsense.
All right.
And we are talking about cars. I don't know anyone can see. Yeah. So
The
do
movie?
you drive?
Or...
Do you drive? Do you drive?
Yeah. Yeah. I drive.
Yeah.
You drive.
So do you have car?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what car do you have?
I've got a Nissan Murano. It's just like a big white one. It's good for taking the band on shows around the North Island with. It's quite spacious.
I drive my Nana car, my Nissan Note.
He's got a Nana car.
I've got my Nana car, but it is the most reliable car that I've ever had. It's got boot space, so I can put like a drum kit and stuff in it, so it's great.
Yeah. You know, whenever the car is like not getting broken easily and there is a lot of space to put everything you need inside, it's a great car.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's your dream car?
Oh, I used to have a Skyline that was sick, but I got crashed into, so I had to get rid of it. But I definitely want one of those again one day. Yeah.
I know nothing about cars, but growing up, my dad used to show me this. I think it was a Chevy Bel Air. I swear it's either a 56 or a 68 or something. I can't remember the year, but it was a Chevy Bel Air, like a classic model. And that one is just kind of like always stuck with me as well. Like I understand why my dad likes the car. But yeah, I also need to be able to afford one, so it's okay. So I don't have to worry about
it. You know, I sometimes with my clients, I use. I'm a physiotherapist in my normal life, in my daily life, and I have two clients that have also some memory issues due to traumatic brain injury. So I take sometimes they are guy and they are into cars, so I need to take a kind of memory game, so throwing the ball and saying the car name and the model, brand and model of the car. And then I realized that I don't know nothing about nowadays car. I'm stuck in 2006, I think. That's when I know car's name and model. So everything that I say it's old, but yeah,
Yeah. But,
I have no idea of nowadays cars.
yeah. No, I don't really know cars either. Actually, Cody does.
Yes, he does.
Cody does.
Yeah,
You're like
yeah.
Ryan Wood.
Ryan would. Yeah.
But do you like any, car sport? I mean, rally or Formula One? Do you follow those kind of stuff?
Derby. I like watching things crash into each
Oh,
other.
yeah. I mean, that's a thing.
Yeah. No, I personally wouldn't. I personally don't go out to go see it, but like if it's on TV or if I come across a video of it or something, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah,
My brother likes V8 sports cars, but yeah, I'm not a car person.
yeah. I remember before moving to Finland, in Italy, it was like every, I think, Sunday morning that there was a Formula One, and even if you don't want, you watch that because it's in TV and it's, yeah, everywhere. You go to a bar, to a restaurant, then there is the TV with the with the competition going on. But yeah, I I don't like those. I don't know. I feel like that people are trying to kill them. I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't get that. I mean, maybe I get, but I don't get. I get the, the eye of getting the speed and the sensation, the adrenaline growing, but watching that someone else is doing that, yeah, I don't feel that.
Especially when it's the 500 laps round in that
Oh, yeah.
circle,
Just a wide
palindrome,
circle.
where they just keep going around.
500
Yeah.
times.
Yeah, it's not something that I will pay for.
Yeah, I mean, might be a different experience watching it live, like while you're there, actually seeing the cars go past. I mean, but I don't know about sitting in front of a TV for 6 hours watching it.
Basically watching a dot go around in circles.
A red dot, a blue dot.
But there are a lot of people that enjoy that.
Oh, totally.
So
Yeah.
Each to their own.
why not? Why not?
Watch
But
that.
let's pick another one. Let's see
Oh, drum roll,
what
please.
we are going to get. Okay, now we have a different one, and let's see if it's aliens and UFO.
Oh, you like this topic? This is a special thing in this fella.
Nothing about it.
So, what can you tell about those things? Do you believe that there is other creatures in the space beside us, or what's your opinion on those?
There has to be.
I reckon there is.
There has to be. We cannot be the only things out there.
Yeah, I reckon there is. I don't know if they're what like books make them out to be. They might not even be like a thing. It might just be like an organism. But there's life somewhere in the universe.
But wasn't that they found somewhere some kind of microorganism somewhere? I don't remember which planet was, but they found something.
Right.
But yeah, so far, never met one alien person or creature yet. Maybe they saw us and they were, no, thank you, and they went away.
They're going to be terrifying meeting one of them.
Yeah, but
That'd be scary.
could you imagine how scared they'd be of meeting us too?
Well, imagine one day you just walk outside and just in the sky is just a huge ship. How terrifying would that be? You're like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, but it's interesting also because we don't know actually how big the space is. There is this. There is. I remember that it was a physics lesson, and there was that there is a point after the infinite, but I don't remember what it was. But at the end of the of the story is that we cannot know how big the whole space is, and how many I don't know how to say. Kilometers is not enough. But
Light years.
Light years, yeah.
yeah, light years, how many light years there? Maybe there is someone like us, maybe there is someone really that is the same like us, that is living a different life, but it's
Yeah.
like the same. Crazy to
Yeah,
think.
I reckon it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
think. Yeah,
Have you ever seen have you ever seen any UFO or something that you thought that maybe?
yeah, I mean when I first saw Elon Musk's that Starlink, all the trails of stars. I didn't know what it was, and I remember just looking in the sky like, what the hell? I remember I rang my mate and I was like, bro, you need to go outside and look at the sky. And then when I was on the phone to him, he was like, yeah, all right. And then he walked out and he was like, bro, what the hell's that? I was like, oh, it's aliens, bro. It's aliens. What you see the UFOs?
No.
They're probably just satellites too. Eh? You're like, oh, look.
Well, we saw the whatever you
Starlink.
said, the Starlink going down, and I remember asking my dad what it was, and he's just like, just a bunch of satellites just going across. Just it's all good. Don't worry about it. I was like, thanks, Dad. Okay.
How about
To
you, though?
ruin things.
You see
I think
the alien.
Yeah, I think that I always have been like during the night looking at the sky and hoping and being a bit afraid also to seeing something different. I don't. Sometimes I saw something moving, some light, but I don't know what that was. So whatever. Maybe maybe it was just some satellite going around. But yeah, but it was many years ago. I was a kid, so everything can be. But what would you do if alien creature or a different creature coming from another uh, planet will approach you?
It depends on how they approach me, I guess.
Nah, I'm out of there. I'm getting out of there. Nah, hell no, I'm not. I don't want to deal with that.
No, if we think that there are a lot of movie about extraterrestrial aliens, and they are a lot different. There are those scary ones, and then those sad ones, kind of,
As long
because
as they're not me, I can't do the slime.
What was it District 9? Who those cockroach aliens?
Oh no, yeah.
what if someone like E.T. will approach you and will say,
I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of there. Like,
Like, I'd want to say I'd be really like, oh, you're adorable, but yeah, no.
just kind of one of these, give him a fist bump back.
And then I don't know if you ever seen the movie Cocoon. There was those aliens. They had those kind of, I will say, eggs were inside. There were small aliens growing, yeah, and they add on a kind of jumpsuit that they look like human, but then they open from the back of their head and they come out, and there was those light creatures, but they were like healing people. They were kind.
Oh. Yeah, I think I remember watching it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I think there are 2 or 3 of those movies.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, when I think of aliens, I think of
Men in Black.
Oh yeah, such a good one. I was gonna say the War of the Worlds, but Men in Black's pretty good.
Yeah, those ones scared me as a child too. Oh no, Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah. That one, yeah.
Yeah, you know, or just aliens.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so there are a lot of different kind of aliens out there maybe.
yeah. They're
but,
among us.
but think if we are moving to another planet and then we arrive in a planet where there is this population of aliens that they look at us and they are scared as hell about us. Maybe we are
Yeah,
scaring for other creatures out there.
yeah. Well, we'd be aliens to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, no,
interesting to thinking about those. But now it's time to talk about the most important thing in the world, and it's pizza.
right. Sweet as.
So, do you like pizza?
Love it.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
what's your favorite pizza?
Pepperoni. Just a standard pepperoni, and I'm wrapped.
I know the band hates me for this. It's Hawaiian. Like, I love me some pineapple on pizza, but especially with like a cheesy stuffed crust. Like, oh, yes.
Yeah, we grill them for that. We're like, no pineapple on pizza.
Yeah. The look they gave
Uh,
me when we went to Australia and we ordered pizza one night, and they were all like, "Cool, what does everyone want?" Looked over, I was like, "Oh, Hawaiian." All three of them just disappointment, absolute disappointment.
they were judging you so badly.
They were.
Yeah. No, fruit doesn't belong with meat, is what I think.
I gotta live with these guys for the next few days.
Yeah.
Okay, now even if you gave me the answer, I have to ask because it's the question.
Yeah.
Does pineapple belong to pizza?
Yes,
No.
yes.
No,
Shut
it
up, Phil. You're wrong.
doesn't.
Yes.
No.
I will say that it does not belong to pizza.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but if it's not my pizza, you can put whatever you want. You
I
can put
will.
also a, an elephant on it. It doesn't touch me. And also, I actually, because in Finland people put a lot of pineapple on pizza.
Good.
So my friends offer pizza on the made pizza, and yeah, okay, I'm eating, but there was pineapple. So what I did, I was just take off the pineapple from the pizza and eat that. So that
And
was
just
my statement.
Nice.
just throw it away.
It was like I want to eat something, but yeah, I had to do the thing that a picky person does.
You did the unthinkable.
Also, someone say that it's rude to take something off from a sandwich or a pizza or whatever. But if I don't like something, I'm going to take it off. I don't care what other things if I have to eat.
Well,
Yeah.
that's like me with anything spicy. Like my wife loves like jalapenos and stuff, and every time there's something that has spice in it, I try and pick it out. Every other time I've tried not picking it out, I've suffered. I don't want to suffer anymore.
I love a good spicy pizza
I
though.
can't do it.
I love spicy food, so yeah, yeah. Your wife knows things.
She's gonna love this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is my love. That's fine.
Where did you eat the worst pizza ever? Or have you ever eat a pizza that was like never again?
I did try to make like a homemade pizza with a tortilla base. I don't know why. It did not turn out very well.
You had to try
Especially
it.
because I overcooked the tortilla base and they didn't even turn into like nacho chips. It was just burnt.
Maybe it was the pineapple you put on it that ruined it.
No, there was no pineapple on that one. That was basic as. That was just ham, cheese, and tomato.
Yeah, I always order from Domino's. I don't really order from Pizza Hut because I just think their pizzas are gross.
You're a lot greasier than Domino's.
Yeah,
That's for
they
sure.
actually are great. When you open the box and it's like soaking, it's gross.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think that the worst pizza I ate was, well, somewhere here in. Oh no, no, no! I will give that to Croatia. Yeah, I will give that to Croatia. Yeah, even if it's absurd that there was a bad pizza, but yeah, I think that
Was
it
there a
was the worst.
specific reason why it was bad, or
It was so dry. Then there is a mixed meat, mice meat. How do you say the pig
oh,
meat put in the
oh
mixed? Yeah, and I don't know. It was just bad. It didn't taste right. I don't know what was wrong with that, but yeah, I did eat that because yeah, it was my friend's birthday and they booked those pizza and yeah, but
Don't want to be
yeah.
rude.
yeah,
Yeah, I and then of course when you want to eat something, you eat.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'd even eat a pineapple pizza if I had to.
I would love
yeah.
that.
I just take them, just start pulling the pineapple off. Throw it away. Get out.
But if rising tide will be a pizza, what kind of pizza will it be? What kind of topping would you put on?
Just all the good stuff, I reckon, eh? Bacon, cheese,
Yeah,
pepperoni,
stuffed crust,
stuffed crust.
and then I'd come along and put the pineapple on, and then they'd throw me
We'd
away.
throw it away. And yeah, we're just the best pizza you could ever have, really.
Only 4 toppings,
Yeah.
and they just throw it away.
4 toppings is all you need.
I think that you need to have topics that make it heavy. So you were saying good toppings to put on the pizza. So you need to think that the pizza needs to be the same taste that your music is. So heavy,
That's right.
hitting, punching.
Leave you feeling full at the end of it.
Just like
Yeah.
globs of butter.
Just going, oh, that's what I needed.
Yeah, but it's the time, and I'm sorry that I forgot to ask the previous guest the question. So you are going to answer the even uh, the previous guest question again, but life it's like this, and my memory is I have a good memory but very short.
It's just like him.
So let's go with this question. Then you will leave a question. Reveal your worst Spinal Tap or first show fail moment.
Oh gosh, I've had so many.
Worst show fail.
Yeah.
Oh.
I always have them, eh? Like, I've got real bad luck. My innies died twice at the same venue.
Oh yeah, that's true. And they've all been caught on video too.
They've all been caught on video.
I hate it, but I lost my voice. Actually, the first show we played in Australia, we got to the second to last song, and I lost my voice. And because I couldn't say anything, I didn't say like, "Oh, I have to walk off stage." I just looked at Cody and I was just like, "No, I can't. Like, I can't say anything." And I just walked off. And they ended up just playing an instrumental at the end of the show, and I was just like, "Cool, sweet." But I felt terrible, especially because I couldn't explain to anyone. It was just, yeah, it was a bit embarrassing.
I've had lots of trips. I've tripped over the leads. That's why I said, "Oh no, we're going full wireless, boys."
Yeah, but we've all tripped over those.
Yeah, me and him, we always bump into each other.
Get a headstock to the face.
Yeah, I had him at the head of the headstock on my bass. Oh, what else? The list just goes on.
So you have a lot of story about.
Yeah.
But what happened to your voice in Australia? So did you get some virus or just there was some strain of your vocal cords? So what?
I think it was just, I think the big thing was just strain of putting on it. And I also got to think about smoking cigarettes. Well, I did before. I used to. I wasn't really looking after my voice a lot, and I kind of deserved it. It's what you get when you don't look after it. And yeah, just I lost it for the night. I didn't talk for the entire drive or for most of the drive to Sydney, and then by the night for the next show, I was back and I was better than ever, and I just kept getting stronger over the rest of the tour. Yeah.
But sometimes those things need to happen, so you learn how to take care. Yeah. So from mistake, you learn. We say so.
Yeah. I know to put new batteries in my stuff, like
At the start of
every show now, because we get halfway through and then out of nowhere my bass cuts out because my wireless has died. No.
Yeah, but during live show, it's always a question mark. What's gonna happen? You never know. Everything can happen. So,
yeah, absolutely.
What's the worst thing that could happen in your opinion during a live show?
Our backing tracks not working.
Yeah, losing the backing tracks.
Yeah, the laptop dying. The fifth member of the band dying.
Yeah.
What else?
Or if and saying that Ryan's broken his drumsticks on stage before and played a show with like half a stick. So had a literal nub of a stick the entire time, using it as his blast hand. But he managed to do that, so that's not really the worst thing. If you lost both of them, I guess. But
yeah, what else? Falling off stage, that would suck.
Falling off stage, yes, we've fallen over plenty of times. Yeah, it has to be the backing tracks. Yeah.
But falling on stage, if you don't hurt yourself, it's okay. But if you hurt yourself, that you need to go to the hospital, then it's not fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was thinking that there are a lot of video around the internet about artists falling from the stage and someone hurting themselves.
As a kid of artists falling over on stage and people trying to swing their guitars over their shoulders, and someone's standing to the other side and they get clocked in the face, and it's amazing.
Everything can happen. Live show is unexpected. It's a bit like in sport. You are going to watch a competition, but even if you think that, this is gonna win, a mistake can happen because everything can happen. We are just human.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
So everything can happen every day in every moment. But now it's your time to leave a question for the next guest that I have no idea who is gonna be. So it can be one person, it can be more people at the same time. So the stage is yours, whatever you want.
I would like to ask someone, what's the biggest crowd you've played to, and how did you feel being on stage in front of that many people?
Nice one. So what was your biggest crowd, and how did you felt in front of all those people?
Well,
I wasn't part of this one.
I was, because my reggae band that I was in, we played in front of 20,000 people. So that was pretty crazy. Yeah. I couldn't see the end of it. All I could see was people. I couldn't see where it stopped. That was good. How about you?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I played a cover show back in the day, so it wasn't with Tide, but I played a cover show to like 400 or 500 people at a biker show in Hawke's Bay in New Zealand. Yeah, it's for a charity run. That was pretty cool.
I reckon our biggest Tide show has to be either Snails, because that was sold out.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, this venue in Palmy called Snails. We played there.
Depths, No Life, Flowers of Hades, and us. Yeah,
it was a pretty good show. A lot of people, over 100. It would have been about 120, 130. Or it was either that or Distortion Fest.
Oh, that first one.
Yeah, that was like 300 people.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, nice.
And that was like our second show together as well.
Yeah.
This at Tuska Festival this year and also last year, I had to do a live interview in front of people. Um, and for me, it was very stressing. I was, um, well, anxious is a small word to describe how I felt. But I usually do every interview I do is in English, and now I had to do in Finnish. Last year was in a place that I was unable to see the people. I know that the room was full of people, but it was okay. And also the artist that I was interviewing, I have been know him for many years, so it was more easy because yeah, you are talking with your friend pretty much.
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But this year the place was bigger and I was able to see the people because the lighting was different and the stage was elevated, and there was also the bar, so more people were there because they were drinking at the same time. And then I had two artists that one I interviewed once, but it was anyway like new, and I was like, oh my god, I speak Finnish in my everyday life, and now I was like, I don't know to speak Finnish anymore.
Oh,
I
right.
don't know what happened, but it went well. It can always go better, but maybe with time, talking in front of a lot of people will be not a issue, maybe. But yeah,
Did you have a
usually,
microphone?
yeah, I had those microphone like ear around, and then
Oh,
there was
absolutely.
this sound every time that someone was talking. There was a sound like, "Zzz," and it was like distracting me.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, some kind of reverberation, and it's like but yeah, it was okay. Also, I prepared because it was like a short panel in the forum, and I had to ask few questions, and I prepared 5 questions, but again, it was not enough to fill the time. So then I went with improvisation. That is the best thing that I can do. Improvising is something that I'm able to do. So when I start to improvising, yeah, I felt a bit of stress if the vocabulary is not precise. But then I was whatever. And then I felt a bit more comfortable when I had not to read, because nowadays all the interviews that I do, I'm not reading. I have the notes, of course, if I have to interview many bands during the same day, if it's a festival, for example. Yeah, of course, I need to
Yeah.
remember certain things, but I don't read anything. And then I had to read, and what did I wrote there? But yeah, I think that being a musician is more easy maybe than go and talk in front of people. I don't know. I don't know.
I'd say it is because, like, it's,
I reckon when you're on stage as a band, people are watching a group of you, whereas in that situation, people are just staring at two people, right?
yeah,
So all eyes
Yeah,
are on you.
and it's also we're distracted by something as well when we're playing. Like, we're too busy trying to focus on like not falling over, basically. Whereas we're not really too concerned. Whereas, yeah, I could see doing interviews, it's a very more
yeah,
intimate setting, and you're a
yeah.
lot more exposed.
That's true. That's true. But great experience to be on the stage and do a live interview. Next
Yeah,
year,
nice.
hopefully, I will be even better, more prepared, more.
Yeah, good on you.
Yeah, I think that if it would have been in English, maybe it would be more easy because the vocabulary when we talk about music, I'm more used to in
Hmm.
English than not in Finnish. So I think that that's something that affect my, how I was feeling, my anxiety. But at the
Yeah,
same time, it feels great to have this kind of adrenaline growing up, and this anxiety. It's something that sometimes we need someone to
Make you
eat
feel
us.
alive.
beat on it.
Yeah, 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 it's
Yeah,
different.
feel
It's
the fire.
different. Yeah. But now we are at the end of this episode of Metal Pizza. So first of all, thank you so much for being my guest. It was amazing,
No,
and
that's all good.
I really hope to see you one day live. Come to take photos of you and interviewing you for also the website.
You will.
So
You
You
definitely
will.
will. You
great.
will.
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And yeah, would you like to say something to people that are watching it?
Um, well, first, just want to say thank you to you for having us on. Giving us a platform to be able to talk. Uh, Shout out to Cody, Ryan. It's been awesome being in the band with those guys. Shout out to our boys in No Life. They're in Australia at the moment, killing it. Um, yeah, just shout out to all our supporters out there who've stuck with us over the years. Um, we actually wouldn't even play music if
No.
it wasn't for those people, you know.
Yeah.
Everyone coming out to the shows, showing us love, buying our merch. They're the reason that we do it, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And what I want to say to people is just to go and check out your music and listen to the album that is on Spotify and also other platform. Am I right? Or where they
Yes.
can find?
Yeah. All
Yeah.
on the social media,
Anywhere on the
Instagram,
internet.
Facebook,
Yeah.
YouTube. Yeah,
So
definitely.
now, what you that are watching this, you need to follow these guys on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and whatever, and then listen to the album on repeat during all the next months because it's
That's right.
what you
The
do.
plan, yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you are in New Zealand and they are having gigs, go and see their gigs. Or if they are playing somewhere else, Australia or whatever, you go and support the band.
Hell yeah, that's the
That's the
one.
one.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.